Some windows keep the night out, others invite it in. This story begins with the wrong kind of window. Welcome to Dead Glance.
Summer nights were hard in my new apartment. The fan only made noise and pushed hot air around. I left the window open, hoping for a breeze. Instead, I just sat there, listening to the city outside, feeling like the night was watching me back. Across the courtyard was another building. Most windows were dark, empty squares, but one window was always lit. No matter how late, that light stayed on. Sometimes I thought I saw shapes moving behind the curtain, but never clear enough to be sure. One night, I leaned forward to look closer. A man inside was dragging something heavy across the floor. The sound carried even to my side, a sharp scrape against tile. Behind him was a dark trail on the ground, thick, slow. Not water. What should I do? Should I keep watching? Or turn away and pretend I saw nothing? He crouched down, wiping his hands on his shirt. Then he froze. His head lifted fast, and for a moment, I felt his eyes lock on mine. My curtain was open. My light was on. It felt like the distance between us disappeared in that second. Then his window went dark. Not dim, not slowly, just gone. Like the room itself had vanished. I sat frozen, staring at the black square. I couldn't shake the thought that maybe he was still there, in the dark, staring out at me. I tried to sleep, but my body wouldn't relax. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw him, standing in his room, staring at mine. Every sound in the hall made me jump. Every car outside felt too close. I lay still, waiting for the sun. The next night, I looked again. The window was lit, and this time, I wasn't alone in watching. A pale arm hung from the floor beside him, still, lifeless. My stomach dropped. I gripped the window frame so hard my hands ached. He dragged the body deeper into the shadows. Her hair dragged across the ground like a trail. He stopped, breathing heavy, sweat shining on his face. Then, slowly, his head turned again toward the glass, toward me. My chest tightened. He walked to his window, pulled something from behind the curtain, a camera. Long, black, with a shining lens. He raised it and pointed it straight at me. My stomach flipped. He wanted me to see. He wanted me to know. I pulled my curtain shut, heart racing, but I could still imagine that lens pointed into my room, watching me breathe. One mistake could kill me. Should I call the police now, or wait and gather proof first? I grabbed my phone, fingers shaking, but when I looked back, his window was empty. The curtain swayed a little, like someone had just passed by. The light still burned. My throat closed up. Where had he gone? The hours crawled by. Every sound in the hallway felt wrong. Shoes dragging, doors creaking. The lock on my door felt too thin. I told myself it was just fear, but deep down I knew it wasn't. 2 nights later, I kept my lights off. I didn't want to look. But then I heard it, a scrape. Metal against concrete. Not across the courtyard, right outside my window. My heart jumped. A shadow slid across my curtains. Tall, slow, careful. I stepped closer, my knees weak. I held the fabric, too afraid to move it aside. I knew something was waiting just beyond. I yanked the curtains tighter and stumbled back. Then, 3 knocks on my front door. Sharp, even, not rushed, patient. Whoever it was, they weren't going away. My phone slipped to the floor. The knock stopped. Silence. Then I heard breathing. Slow, heavy, right through the thin wood of the door. I held my breath, praying it would stop. I pressed against the wall, shaking all over. My heart beat so hard, I thought it would give me away. If I stayed quiet, maybe he would leave. If I made a sound, maybe it would end faster. The silence feels like a trap. Should I stay silent and hope he leaves? Or shout to scare him off? The handle rattled hard. My blood ran cold. It stopped. Then came another knock. This one softer, playful. Like he was telling me he could wait as long as it took. The breathing grew louder. Hot air seemed to seep through the cracks in the doorframe. The smell of sweat and metal filled the room. I pressed my hand over my mouth to keep from making a sound. The lock snapped with a sharp crack. The door shook, then swung open. A long shadow spilled across my floor. The last thing I saw before everything went black was his shape stepping inside, closing the door behind him.
The story may be over, but the shadows linger. Choose your next tale, but be warned. Each click pulls you deeper, and if you're brave enough, hit subscribe. We'll be waiting.